everyone. Thank you so much for joining us today in this session, which is Brainstorm, your first AI class. I'm Deepthi and I'm really thrilled to be here today. So, with me, we have Kalyan and Leerish. This session is designed especially for beginners, whether you're from marketing, business, design, or any other domain. If you're curious about learning tech, this is the place where you can start your journey. Let's start with a speaker introduction. Let's go with Kalyan first.
Hello guys, welcome to the event. Myself Kalyan. I'm a Microsoft Learn Student Ambassador Gold and currently doing my MTech Integrated Software Engineering from Vellore Institute of Technology, Chennai, and an intern at HSBC.
Over to
Hi
Leerish.
guys, happy to joining this evening with you. I'm Lirish Aravind, a final year student at VIT Chennai Computer Science Core, and I'm a master student in Canada. Thank you.
Thank you. And hi everyone, I'm Deepthi Balasubramanian. I'm a final year engineering student from Vellore Institute of Technology, Chennai, and I'm also a software engineering intern with Honeywell. I'm also an AWS AI and ML scholar and a Gold Microsoft Student Ambassador. So happy to be here and hope you'll have a wonderful session ahead. Let's proceed. So in this session, we'll be starting with an icebreaker to understand what the audience is like. We'll be talking about the basics of artificial intelligence and how it is used in the real world. We'll look at some key concepts and frequently used terminologies across the AI industry, how Microsoft plays a key role in the domain of AI. We'll have some interesting demos and a clear roadmap on how you can start your AI journey. Let's proceed. We'll start with an icebreaker session. What excites you the most about AI? Is it automating tasks, solving problems, creativity, or curiosity? You can answer this using the chat or Q&A option. If not, you can unmute and share your interest. You can also use a raise hand feature if you cannot unmute. So raise your hand if you like automating tasks using AI. Do you like solving problems with AI? I'm sure AI has helped each one of us in boosting our creativity and productivity. The next one is, how would you rate your current knowledge of AI? Please raise your hand if you have used AI at least one time in your life. Maybe for any reason, for your education, for your projects, for learning about something. We see a lot of participation and that's really good. Even if you have not used AI previously, this is the place where you can start your journey regardless of your background. Let us begin by understanding the basics of AI. What is artificial intelligence? Artificial intelligence is the simulation of human intelligence in machines. What that means is that AI allows machine to think, learn, and also make decisions, just like mimicking a human brain. It powers everything from voice assistance to facial recognition. It is just a combination of mathematics, logic, and a lot of data that is fed into it. What is the difference between artificial intelligence and automation? In automation, there's a lot of rule-based logics, but AI learns from the data that is provided to it. Automation follows a fixed logic, but AI can adapt to changes. For instance, Netflix learns what you like and recommends shows based on your patterns. And AI is smarter than traditional automation because it continuously learns and adapts to its environment. Let us look at some types of AI. The first one is narrow artificial intelligence. This is something that we use in everyday life, like your voice assistants and basic tools that support us in our day to day activities. The next one is general AI. General AI is still a theoretical concept where the AI will be able to mimic just the actions of what we do as humans. And there is a super AI, which is science fiction when we compare to the other two. To the right, you can see an image. So this is generated by using a DALL-E model, which we'll be looking at later. You can see that the AI makes mistakes in terms of spelling or understanding what we are trying to communicate. So this is an example of a narrow AI, and it is evolving very fast over the years. History of AI. In 1950, Alan Turing asked, "Can machines talk?" Since then, we've built systems that learn from data and interact with humans, and also sometimes like humans. AI has evolved very fast over the last 70 years. Where do we use AI? AI is used in almost every instance of a day, including Google Maps, your Netflix recommendations, using Copilot in our Word, your Instagram filters, and chatbots like ChatGPT and Bing. We've all been using AI in one form or the other, with or without knowing it. This is my favorite case study from something that really fascinated me about how artificial intelligence is used in making uh, decisions. So, when I was traveling in the US, and I came across this vehicle, it is called Waymo. So Waymo is a car. It is a self-driving car. To the top, you can see that it is equipped with a lot of cameras, lidar sensors. So using which it makes decisions, and once you get in, you can travel from one place to another without having the need to employ a driver. So this is something that really fascinated me and made me curious to learn how AI works from scratch. Let us start with a demo of Microsoft Copilot. I'm just sharing my entire screen. Can you confirm if it's visible?
Yeah, I
Is my
can see
screen
it, Deepti.
visible?
Yes, Deepti.
Okay. So I'll just launch Copilot. Copilot is just like the normal ChatGPT application. It's a chatbot that can help answer our queries, do things for us, make our agenda, even help us learn a concept from scratch. So, for example, let me ask a question. What are the three things that you can suggest to help me learn about AI? So it's a basic question, and let's see how it's answering it. So it is suggesting that I take a structured course. It's giving me references. We can also see that it's embedding links, so we don't have to go and look at whatever it's providing online separately. We can build projects and experiment, and you can see that it's giving references and some communities as well. So all the information is at one place, and it just boosts our productivity so much, and AI is making our life more easy every day. Let's proceed. Some real world AI applications are in healthcare domain, where diagnosing x-rays and reading other data to make decisions more effectively and quickly. There are some fraud detection mechanisms in finance, customer targeting in marketing, reading progress in MS Teams, and also it also acts as your coach when you want to learn about something. So AI is always there in every aspect of our lives. Some of the core concepts about AI. Do you know what a model is? We've been hearing the term AI model, a machine learning model. You have to use a model to train your data and all of that. But can anyone say what exactly a model means?
A model is a set of trained ideas that can help us to do a following task.
Yes, you're right. So a model is something which you can consider like a basket of a data that is fed into something and it is trained on that. So we'll be feeding data, providing algorithms, and asking a tool to act in a way when we are asking similar questions. So, for example, we have data in multiple formats. It can be as a text, it can be an image, it can be speech, it can be either structured or unstructured data, and sometimes it can be 3D signals as well. So, this data is fed to a container. You can consider it a model like a container for now. So this is being trained on whatever data that we are providing, and it will adapt to whatever input that is fed to it. So based on the training, it will be able to answer questions. It can do sentiment analysis, which is understanding the emotional aspect of a data that is provided to it. It can do some information extraction. It can caption images. It can recognize objects using computer vision and also follow some instructions. Let us now understand how Microsoft and AI are associated to make life productive for all of us. We know that there are multiple projects or products in Microsoft that equip AI right now. So we can say Azure AI, the AI Foundry, the Microsoft Learn platform, the Copilot Studio, and also the Power Platform. Any solutions using these products, we don't have to be a tech expert. We can leverage the technology that is available and make use of it for our day-to-day activities. Now, let us go for the next demo, which is understanding what Azure AI Foundry is. Let me just navigate back. So Azure AI Foundry is a portal which is present within the Azure ecosystem of Microsoft, where you can create, you can build, you can deploy your own AI models, and also see the potential within this ecosystem itself. Let us do a walkthrough. So when you log into Azure AI Foundry using your Azure credentials, this is how the landing page looks like. We can create our own projects, we can deploy resources, we can also uh, understand and estimate how it's functioning in an ecosystem such as a playground that is available in this platform. To begin with, we'll be creating our own project. We can choose the Azure AI Foundry resource or an AI Hub resource if it's already available. So let me choose the Foundry resource. I'll click on next. I'll enter my basic AI project as the project name. It will automatically assign a Foundry resource for this. There is my Visual Studio subscription from which we'll be creating this project. A resource group is already created automatically and we are deploying this in East US 2. It will take a few seconds for the project to be created. So meanwhile, please raise your hand if you've already come across this platform, which is the Azure AI Foundry. Okay.
If
Have any of
this
you worked with, yeah,
yeah, if this platform is new for you guys, you can give a heart uh, so that you can understand this is for new for you. Okay.
okay. So It will take a few more minutes, but I can show what I've already deployed here. So this is an existing project of mine where show. So once you create a project, you will be taken to the home page of that particular project. So you will have your endpoints or keys, which are basically some secret keys using which you can utilize or bring the benefits of these resources into the projects that you create, whether a website or any other small project that you make. Then you can see all the options here. You can explore that. Then I'll be showing you how the model catalog looks like. There are about 1900 models which are available within this ecosystem, which we can deploy and use within our projects. You can see that it's not just restricted to Microsoft models. You can see DeepSeek, Grok, GPT models, Mistral, Phi, Llama, and all of that. So based on the application, so whether you want to build a chatbot to provide a tech support, you want to do some language translations, speech recognition, speech synthesis, all of that, you can choose the right model, deploy it, and then make use in your project. You can also see some model leaderboards on which can suggest which model you have to use when you consider a specific application. Let us deploy a model and see how it works. Let me select GPT 4.1. When I select the model, you can see a basic description about it and if you want to deploy or use it in your project. Yes. You can see that the various deployment versions are available here, a basic description, some of the model benchmarks, if I have any existing deployments and all of that. When I click on use this model, it will first ask me to deploy it. So I'll be giving a name which I'm leaving as a default. You can select the type of deployment that you want to do, whether it's a global standard, a data zone batch, a regional provision throughput, depending on the requirements. You can see the deployment details. It's going to be located in the East US 2, the capacity of the model, and what AI resources are connected to it. So I'll leave all these in default and I'll click on deploy. After a few seconds, we have a deployment which we can use and incorporate into any of our projects. You can also take these endpoints and use them in your project. I'll just refresh the page. So yes, that's how you deploy a model. And you can also see some commands on how you can utilize this into your projects if you're writing your own code in Python or any other language. Some code samples are also provided here. The next one is going to be how we can test these models. So what I'll do right now is I already have a few other models that I've deployed. I'll just show how it might work. So we have a GPT 4.1, which we recently deployed now. If we want to use it, you have to just check it and open in Playground. So I can ask any questions. Here, I'll be giving instruction to the model, which is by default an AI assistant that help people find more information. But let's try customizing it. So I'll just say uh, you are an expert in utilizing AI for writing code in Python. When I provide a problem statement or ask questions, you have to respond by writing Python code. So this is just a basic description that I give, but we can also ask it to role play. Like you can act as a chef, you can help me make my breakfast every day. You can also add an emotional aspect to it. You're funny, you're always angry, you're rude. So you can customize it and provide instructions. So I'll just ask it, um, how can I find the simple interest? Let us see if it's able to understand what a simple interest means. And yeah, I'll be executing it. Yes, we can see that it's able to understand what I'm asking, and it's able to provide me a block of code which can, upon executing, return the value of simple interest. So this is one example of how we can utilize models to help us in our day-to-day tasks. Let me also show you with a pictorial representation of a different model. Let us see. You can see in my PPT that I have used a lot of images, such as this one, and this one. So let us try to replicate something like that. I'll be searching for a model named DAL-E. This is by OpenAI. And let us use this model. So while it's getting deployed, I want one of you to suggest me a prompt. So how this model works is that I'll be giving a text input. I'll be describing what I want to see in the image. And based on what I provide as an information, it will be able to process and outputs an image. Is any of you interested in suggesting me a prompt that I can enter? You can keep it simple and let's see how the model responds. It's not 100% accurate, but it can try to provide a near possible match for the prompt that we provide to it. Do we have any responses in the chat? Okay, Kalyan, would you like to suggest a prompt?
Yeah, just a simple prompt, human building an AI.
Okay. Would you like to add any specific descriptions of how the image will look like? Maybe we
Um,
can, yeah, come up
with
with
a
something so that.
background, with a
Mhm.
background of wires or something, just to describe.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think it's taking some more time for the deployment to go on.
Yeah,
Let me
usually
just go back to my initial project where I already have a deployment. Let's see. This is a GPT-4 model. Let us look at this one. Should be available. Yeah, we already have a deployment. Let us just launch it and check. So you can see that I've generated all these images which I have used in the presentation. Generate an image where a human is creating an AI. You can consider the AI to be a robot. Um, let the background be a playground. Let us see if it's able to understand what I'm trying to communicate and provide me an output. It will take a few seconds for it to analyze the prompt that I provide. and provide a response based on its understanding. You can also see that code is available for whatever we are providing here. So this is the case for any of the models or deployments that we do. So we can see that this is how it is understanding. When I mentioned playground, it has an AI, which is a robot here, using the rights available there and an AI making some fixes on the robot. So the more clear prompts that we are able to provide, the better results that we'll be able to get. So we have seen about text generation, we've seen image generation. There are also some options for speech generation, speech synthesis that we can access. So going back to the presentation now, let's go to knowledge check. Which of these is an example of narrow AI? Option A is a robot that can perform any human task. Option B is a copilot answering your questions. Option C is a machine that feels emotions. And the last option is an AI that builds AI without any of our help. We'll just use, a reaction. If you think the answer is option A, give a thumbs up. Option B is a heart. Option C is a clap. And option D is raise hand. You may also unmute and respond if you are okay. Let us see the answer. The answer is option B, which is Copilot answering the questions. So most of the AI that is available now does one specific task very well, like text generation or even playing chess. What is prompting in the context of AI? Is it giving a computer memory or asking an AI a question or giving it a task, speeding up processing or restarting the AI model? Okay, many of you are selecting option B. Let's check if that's the right answer. Yes, prompting is how we communicate with models like ChatGPT and Bing AI. So basically, any input that we feed to it so that it can respond based on it is a prompt. In your own words, which role can AI play in your personal or professional life? Is it automating repetitive tasks, enhancing creativity or writing, helping with data-driven decisions, or all of these? Yes, the answer is all of the above. The last question for which I want all of you to go to your Q&A section and type is that after this session, what's your next step towards learning or applying AI? Do you want to explore more on Microsoft Learn or take up the AI 900 certification? Do you want to build something simple with AI, which is your own project? Do you want to explore more using Copilot? Or do you want to learn prompt engineering? Or if you're interested, all of the above. Please use the Q&A section to share what you want to do as a next step after this event. Okay, going ahead. Let us understand some key terms that are most commonly used in terms of AI. Over to Kalyan.
Hello guys. So I guess Deepti might have covered you the basics of AI and just a short demo about how to play with AI models, right? So regarding your DALI 3 or GPT 4.1. So that platform is one of the very cool platform for you to understand and deploy your models, your data with the AI model, existing AI models, or else only just want to understand how those models perform. So that's a cool idea about. And okay, so now we are jumping to key terms, right? So these are some of the key terms we might be hearing about when it comes to AI. So these are some of the major words, but there are many more terms also there in that AI field that people will be hearing, that ML, DL, neural networks, and all these things. It will be coming under a tree. So that's a different part of the topic, but here we go with training versus inference, data set, algorithm, agent, prompt, neural network, and LLM. So I guess many of them are having a confusion about algorithm and a model, right? So I will clear you that in the session. And first one, training versus inference. So it's that teaching the model using the data. So training is nothing but you have built a model. So you are telling your model that this is my data. Use this data and train accordingly. Just answer the questions according to the data which I provide to you. So understanding the data, that's called training. Okay. And using the model to make decisions, that's called inference. So there are three parts. One is training, and next one is testing, another one is validation or inference. So inference is about all your training and testing is done. And with that, you're coming into the conclusion that my model is giving that answer. So that answer is called an inference. So to make a decision with your model answer, that's called inference. So this is the difference between the training and inference while building a machine learning or either AI model or something. Next one is data set. Yes, it's the key term that everyone will be knowing, because data is the god for anything, any domain, either it's AI, either it's blockchain. So data set is nothing but a set of data, raw facts. It may be a structured data, it may be unstructured data, it may be semi-structured data, anything you can call, where your model will be learning about your problem statement. So your data is your key, where your model, anything that will learn what is that problem statement is about, what is that data is about. And next one is algorithm. Okay. So algorithm is nothing but a stepwise process. Stepwise process is nothing but if you complete process one and then only you can jump to process two. It's not that you jump to process two and you can complete process one. It's like a sequential process. Algorithm is a stepwise instructions that AI follows to complete a particular task. So similar to waterfall model. I won't disclose what is waterfall model now. It will be in the next session. Next one is agent. An agent, an AI system that acts in an environment. So nowadays, you all know about many AI agents that is there in the platforms like Telegram. You can in App Store, Play Store, anything. People will build bots to automate their task. That's called an agent. So if you are feeling so depressed, you can build a agent that can make you make you feel better. Just like a golden retriever agent or something like that. Okay, so that's called an agent. And next one is prompt. Prompt is instruction you give to an AI. See, algorithm is different and prompt is different. Algorithm is a stepwise instruction that AI should follow to give you a to complete a task. Then prompt, what is prompt is instruction that you give to an AI. So it's that your question you're asking an AI to perform, complete this task and give me the answer, something like that. That's called prompt. Prompt is different and algorithm is different. And next one is neural network. Yes, the architecture behind deep learning. So there is a myth that AI is a separate what is that? Separate part or something. It's not like that. AI, deep learning, machine learning, neural network, all will be in one under one tree. That if you don't study ML, you can't come into AI. So without studying deep learning, you can't come into AI. So that there are something like that. So neural network is an architecture behind deep learning. So yeah. And next one is LLM, large language models. Yes, large language models, a powerful model that understand languages. Some of the examples of are like as Deepti shown you, GPT is a large language model. Phi is there, and DALI is there, and Copilot is there, and there are many more large language models as well. So these are some of the key terms, major terms that we'll be using while learning AI. And out of that, you can also have some of the inference in internet. There are many more key terms available in the field of AI. So yeah, next slide. 1 minute. Shall I share my screen? 1 minute. Okay, it's fine. Next one is model lifecycle. So 1 minute, please. I'm sorry. So the next one is model life cycle. So what is a life cycle? This word is like how many of you here went for hackathons or something? Participated in hackathons, building projects like that? You can raise up your hands. Yeah, perfect. Okay, 3 people went. Okay, that's fine. Okay, there are many people. That's good. So if you guys went into hackathons, you might know about how the hackathon flow looks like, right? You will be giving you a problem statement, and out of that, you will be doing your brainstorming and coming into a conclusion that this method I'm going to follow. For that, if you're building a product, you'll be going for a design, that is your Figma or something, and then only you will be coding, right? So it's a flow like that. You will be producing a product at the end of a 24-hour or a 48-hour hackathon. Like that, only here also, visual model life cycle. It's that here when it comes to AI, we will be like collect data, train model, evaluate, and deploy. Simple words. But this life cycle, we thought of making that as a separate session to tell you that how the software development life cycle SDLC works behind building an AI or building any project if you work under. That's a separate topic. But now I'll be telling you how these things work. The first process is to collect your data. Collect your data in the sense data might have some what is that ambiguous thing. There will be some null values available in the data. Data might not be in a very good form that you can use it for training process directly, right? So you have to just pre-process your data, use the EDA, exploratory data analysis, pre-process it, and make your data look beautiful, right? So after that, only what you will do, you will be building a model, right? Before training a model, you will be building a model, and using that model, you will be train it. How will you train? For that only you need a data. So with that data, you will train it, and then you'll be evaluating it. Evaluating it is nothing but your testing. Sometimes your training results will be so good. It's like, oh my God, my model is so intelligent than me. Then when it comes to evaluate a testing, sometimes it outperforms so bad. Okay, so that's where the evaluation things work. Like you saw that the DALI making some mistakes in while generating an image, right? Artificial is having two T's. Like that, some mistakes are there in the image. So that's how your model sometimes it may be giving no model is 100% correct. So next one is you'll be deploying it. So once you evaluate your model, you will be saving your model in any .tf flight or something, any dot forms, and then you'll be deploying it in your project. And for the next one is Microsoft Azure AI Foundry that supports each and every steps which is there in the AI lifecycle. In AI lifecycle, we have design, develop, and deploy. There is 3Ds. Okay, so design in the sense understanding the problem, data gathering, and data preparation. And develop, while developing here in the sense modeling and evaluation. And deploy is move to production. Move to production in the sense once your model is 100% evaluated good, your testing training is done, it will be moved to the production. That is for usage purposes, user usage purposes. And this life cycle topics a very vast topic. So we thought of doing that as a session 2 for you guys regarding software development life cycle and how AI software development life cycle works. There are many software development life cycle, and we will be focusing on AI development life cycle. So that's it from my side. If you have any more questions regarding this session, you can ask. The stage is yours. Thank you.
Thanks, Kalyan.
Yeah.
Please take some time to scan this QR code and give your feedback on what you liked about the session. And please make sure you fill this because we'll be using the data to send you your participation certificates from Microsoft Student Ambassadors. So I'll just leave this slide here for you to scan and respond. Please raise your hands once you've completed the step. To scan this QR code and submit your feedback, you just have to enter your basic details on and how you uh, like the session and what topics you're looking forward to learn more about AI. So we'll be using this data to send your certificates. So please make sure you fill the form. And that's a wrap for today. And thank you so much, everyone, for joining. So, really appreciate your interest in understanding how AI works and learning from the fundamentals. Really appreciate that again. Thank you so much for joining. And you can connect with us on LinkedIn and reach out anytime for any queries or clarifications, or if you're interested in being part of our future events. Have a good evening.